Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And joining us from the sidelines is David. Coach, what did you like to see from your teams at this point of the season?
Well, you would think, Kevin, that at this point we would be making fewer mistakes, and especially mental mistakes where we break down. There's always going to be physical mistakes. You're going to have some turnovers. Hopefully they're not out of carelessness. But you shouldn't be missing rotations or not executing a play, not setting a screen. Execution and attention to detail should be good by now.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, we've got Prez, Daniels out there with Jalen Williams, and it's Lowry in at the 3. Shot from 12. Prez with the bucket. Prez has got 5 now. And so White will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. It's a 5-point game. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
So, Stan, you can talk about this. We always hear about Heat culture, the Miami franchise, from top to bottom. Everybody is all in and focused in one direction, aren't they?
Yeah, Kevin, I think that is the greatest strength the Heat have had as an organization is they are all on the same page. And I think they've done it in large part is they have great continuity. If you just look up and down their staff, guys have been there forever, and that allows them to have a very consistent culture.
And teams have tried to copy that, and it's been very hard, hasn't it?
Well, it's been hard because the part they leave out is the consistency part. You can't build that kind of culture when you're making changes with your coaching staff and your front office every 2 to 3 years.
Here's Prez. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. He's got 10.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Here's Bender. Over to the wing. Here's Barnett. Misses the 3. For Miami, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Here's Prez. And again, Miami with the triple.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Kings shooting their first free throws of this. Kobe White, he's checked in for Barnett. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Pass to Prez. There's the 3. And again, Miami with the triple.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Ayton, the 18-footer, is right on the mark.
Just great awareness there from Ayton. Understands the game plan and reads the game so well.
Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Here's White, and it's Daniels with the rebound. Miami leading by 8. 1:24 left in the first quarter. Here's Prez, and the Heat, another 3.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Bender kicks to White. Got a piece of it. Pass to Bender. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound by the Heat. And you know what? We've run out of superlatives to describe this club. They've been untouchable. 31 straight wins. Do you hear me? 31. And sometimes it looks like they're not even breaking a sweat.
Well, I don't say this lightly. This group could very well be one of the best teams I've ever seen. To win this many games in a row is unthinkable. And if I'm in the locker room coaching this group, the one thing I'd be telling my guys is not to get distracted by the record. Stay focused on tonight, just as we have throughout the streak.
The Kings trail by 16. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Outside, White. White, left side. The 15-footer, good.
Well, that's White shaking him off, creating room off the dribble.
Here's Prez. And it's White with the rebound. With 1 on the clock, no good. And so it's the Miami Heat, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. Their defense is... And so far through what? He's checked in for the Kings. Bender comes in for Barnett. And then for Miami, Lowry's checked in. And Prez is subbed in for Barrett. Here's Prez. Off target from outside. For Sacramento, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. They've got Jalen Williams. He's out there with Bam Adebayo. And it's Pumpkin in at the point. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Prez in the last matchup against the Jazz had a huge game. He scored 54 points and, as always, was a force on defense, doing whatever he wanted at that end. The numbers he put up were really impressive, and he's somebody everybody loves watching. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious he was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
Hardy, no good.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
There's 1:38 left to play in the first half. Knocks down the 3 ball. And that's now 33 points for Prez.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
Fires from deep. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. A different look for Miami. Daniels comes in for Bam Adebayo. And Hart subbed in for Jalen Williams. White looking around. Pass to Baldwin. Outside, White. There's the pick. And nothing is falling for him right now. To the paint. Here's Prez. And finish off by Prez.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Yeah, and to do it on the road, it shows how well prepared this team was coming into this contest.
Here's Baldwin. And it goes down 2 points. Baldwin's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D-thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Prez with the bucket.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
The Kings trail by 20. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Bender. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Clock at 4. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. And there's Ayton, and that's good on the assist by Bender. Ayton's got his second bucket of the night. And so it's Miami, holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this.
You have certain players that live and die by the three. Right now, they are L-I-V-I-N, living. Can it continue?
And next, a look at some of the possible participants for this season's dunk contest. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Prez in this game, he's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Barnett is out there with Baldwin. Then it's White. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's Bender in a two-guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
And he just keeps on going. He's got more points than anybody else out there.
Pass to Ayton. We've got some talented defensive big men in the league today, Coach. But in your opinion, who would you say is the best rim protector?
Well, Kevin, I would have said Rudy Gobert because people didn't even want to go to the rim and challenge him.
Right.
Anthony Davis is great, but I'm telling you, the young guy, Victor Wembanyama, I think is the best we've got now.
Isn't he something else, Dan? We've never seen anything like him.
We never have, and I'm not sure we ever will again.
Wow. Hey, dunks aren't always for the big.
Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Here's Barnett. He puts up decent numbers on a nightly basis, averaging about 10 points a game. It's deflected.
This is not how they wanted to start the second half. Just 1 of 5 so far.
Whoa, just climbing the ladder for that 360. Stupendous hop.
Yeah, Greg, he was sky high on that finish. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
And dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
Here's Prez. Good, that's another bucket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. White the pass to Baldwin. Ayton a screen. White, good. White's got 5 points now this quarter.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, improving dialogue between players and officials is a priority. Commissioner Silver says, now with high-fidelity audio, we're all able to hear a lot of what's being said. Now we have to take into account the high-stress environment. But there has to be a two-way sense of respect. I feel it's an area where we can make progress. Kevin?
Well, you know, the commissioner's always looking ahead and looking at every area, which is great for the game. Oh, no, he may have gotten injured right there. He's in a lot of pain.
And I feel like we see
Kings